After all our packing was done, we set off on our journey to Romania, which take us through France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Hungary before our final destination, Romania. Now we are on our way to Dover, and as we journeyed there, anxious thoughts of the future that awaits us replayed in my mind while the British countryside faded away. I thank God for putting in us the desire to make this change, because many desire to make a change but never do what it takes to make that change. On arrival at Dover, overshadowed by its white cliffs, we headed for our departure gate. After waiting for about 2 hours, we were finally allowed to board the ferry. Even though it's not my first time on a ferry, it was actually my first time driving onto a ferry. So I must say that this was a nerve-wracking moment for me, and I was praying in my mind not to hit anything or not to cause an accident, and to make sure I did the right thing and went to the right places. All these things that flies through your mind when you're doing, that goes through your mind when you're doing something new. Yes, they were going through my mind. So we drove onto the ferry, and we were pointed to the bay in which we were to park our cars. So we drove all the way down through the ferry until we get to the main exit door, and we parked there, and we went upstairs to the lounge area for the rest of the journey. After some time sailing to Calais, the French border was now in sight, and the greatest part of our journey is just beginning. I did many long distance driving before, but none would compare to the distance in which I am about to drive. But if you are somebody that, like myself, that likes long distance driving, it's fine. But if you're not someone who likes long distance driving, it would be horrifying for you. But I can say that I enjoyed the scenery along the way while driving through each countries. As we cruised down the motorway, the shores of France was behind us, and a distant memory, as we were now in the land of Volkswagen. And as we cruise, overtaken by Polos and Golf, we steady on our journey, cruising along. We drove 3/4 of the length of Germany until late into the night, so we decided to take a well-earned rest stop, and we had a quick nap at a service station in our car for a couple of hours just to get a boost of energy. And by 8:20 in the morning, we were already on our way through Austria to continue with the rest of our journey. approached the Romanian border in Arad, I was hoping and praying that they do not turn me back at this point, but I had faith in the Lord to know that if He has brought me that far, He will see me through the rest of my journey. And so we went through the Romanian border with no problem whatsoever, and we headed to our final destination. As we crossed the border into Romania, we saw this beautiful rainbow, a promise from God to His people, and we were comforted by this rainbow, knowing that the journey that we are undertaking is one that God has asked us to do, and by His promise He will take care of us and see us through each and every step of the journey.